early because
Hi everyone, welcome to our talk, Positive Parenting by Shah. Shah was born and grown up in Ghana, not in Ghana, in Goa, India. She enjoys working with like-minded people. She likes making new connections on social media. She is a founder of a Facebook page, For Your Rainbow, with around more than 15,000 followers, where she shares posts on education, parenting, humor, and the inspiration for early care and the learning professionals. She is very passionate about early childhood and learning new things and sharing with connection on social media. Before doing anything, let me welcome her so that she can say hi to you. Sana, welcome.
Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. Yes. So today I'm going to talk about parenting, positive parenting tips. So now, what is parenting? Parenting is the process.
Before you start telling what is parenting, what is positive parenting, let me put this clear so that people can understand what is going on in our continent, in Africa especially.
Yes.
This area is one of the areas that is not much explored by our scholars. So I do expect our talk is going to do a lot, and those who are going to watch it, they are going to study planning to have a research start on this area. Parenting, education is something that is not considered common in our education system. So from our talk, I do believe that people are going to learn something and they're going to conduct much studies on parenting issues in our context. Welcome.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes. So parenting is something which we do from our heart, and it is so much like, day to day, it is so much visible that, children are everywhere. So it is very important that people learn to do positive parenting, because the moment the child is, born, parenting starts from that moment itself. So what is parenting? Parenting is the process of helping a child develop into an adult who is more responsible, more confident. So it is very important to ensure that your parenting style is supporting healthy growth and development of the child, because the way you interact with your child and how you discipline them will influence them for the rest of their lives. So what we have found, like what the most of the experts and researchers have found, including the American Academy of Pediatrics, is the AAP, is the authoritative parenting approach. Now, what is authoritative parenting approach? So this kind of parents, like, the authoritative parents put in a lot of efforts into creating and maintaining a positive relationship with their child. And like whatever rules they have made in the home, like or outside, they explain the reasons behind those rules. Authoritative parents, they like invest time and energy into preventing behavior problems before they start in the child. They also use positive discipline strategies to reinforce positive behavior in the child. Like they use the praise and reward systems. So children of authoritative parents are more likely to become more responsible adults and more confident adults. They will feel comfortable in self-advocating and expressing their opinions and feelings in future. So children of authoritative parents also are like good at making sound decisions when they grow up, and after, like, they also can evaluate safety risks on their own.
Okay.
So this is what authoritative approach has been recommended by the American Academy of Pediatrics, and most of the researchers and the experts, they recommend this parenting style.
Okay.
Another way, what I feel is whenever we get angry at children for making mistakes, it doesn't teach them not to make mistakes, but it will teach them not, to get good at hiding the mistakes, or to not even bother trying.
Mm.
A garden with beautiful flowers, becomes beautiful when it blossoms. So a parent should learn how to recognize their children personality and nourish it.
Okay.
That's how this is about, this is all about positive parenting. First one is you have to give your children a lot of physical attention. Nurturing is very important. Like, it seems simple, but children like cuddles, hugs and holding hands. So as a parent, you should know how your child likes to be nurtured and comforted.
Mm-hmm.
That is how you should show that affection the child desires. So this is one positive tip. The another tip I would like to discuss is give your children a lot of activities to do. You have to keep them engaged. Like, when children they don't have anything to do, they misbehave, they start misbehaving. So when you give them a lot of engaging indoor and outdoor activities, they are like occupied most of the time. Their imagination grows, their creativity grows. So it is very important to give them some activity, like reading stories, give them big books to read, games, puzzles. You can take them for nature walk, go for a walk, then play with blanket tents. All this, like, do some science projects. In this way, you can keep your children engaged. The third tip I would say is set clear limits on your child's behavior. Like, you have to sit down and have a family discussion on the rules which you have made at home. Like, rules have to be positively stated to the children, and it should be easy for them to follow, and the rules should be few, and they should be told, if the children should know what will be the consequences if they break if they break the rules. So, like, for example, you can tell them, like, if you're going to a store, you have to stay close to your dad, or use a pleasant voice whenever you're talking, and wash your hands before meals. So these are some of the examples for, uh, which you can keep at home, some rules. Then another tip would be, don't feed into your child's outbursts. Like, if they have some emotional outbursts, don't feed into that. For example, like, if your child misbehaves, you have to stay calm and give them clear instructions. Tell them what you would like to them to do instead. Like, for example, if you're out with your child, and if he's throwing something, so you have to just tell them that stop throwing and play with the truck on the ground, or use specific phrase. If they stop, if they listen to you, and if they stop, you have to tell them, like, thank you for playing with the truck on the ground. So the child feels like appreciated, and they will, listen to you whenever you tell them not to do those things. Like, so this is another tip I would tell. And another one is, one more tip is, don't you have to guide your children through their weaknesses and mistakes. Like, punishing is not effective as much as using praise and reward systems. Like, rather than focusing on your child mistakes, you can find ways to assist your children developing to the full potential. Like, if you encourage your child, they will acquire talent that will compensate if they have any deficiencies. So you have to guide your children through their weaknesses. If they make any mistakes, you have to guide them. You have to not punish them. Another tip is you should not forget to give your positive attention to your children. Kids need attention. Kids need positive attention. And they need family attention. And if they don't get family's positive attention, they will choose to seek out negative attention. This is because negative attention is still attention, right? And any attention is better than, rather than being ignored completely. So you have to talk to your children whenever you get time. You have to sit and talk to your child, because love and care are the greatest healers. So you have to talk to your child once in a, whenever you get time. Another tip which I would say is you have to parent by example. Like you have think of your child as a copy machine who will mimic everything you do. Like they will copy their parents. They will copy their parents. So whatever you do has an impact on the child. So like if you make poor choices in your behavior, then you are giving them the permission to act in the same way. So you have to check in with yourself first, and you should not lose it in front of your children. So these are some of the positive parenting tips, which every parent, I feel, they should follow this in their. There is no right way to parent, actually. All are all of us want to raise a perfect child, and nobody wants to raise they will not make mistakes. No parent will make mistakes, but every parent has their own parenting style, and you should not compare your parenting style to another. But if you are making mistakes, you have to change the way you handle your child. There is no such thing as good parenting or bad parenting. I think of it as effective versus ineffective parenting. And if you are making some mistake in your parenting style, then there's always hope you can change. So there are no perfect parents, and all parents make mistakes. So, but how you handle all these situations will be an important lesson to your children. So yes, this is it. Yeah.
So you have mentioned the 4 parenting styles. Which one of them is the most recommended?
I just told in the starting itself, that is the authoritative parenting style. Wherein, yes, authoritative parenting style is the most recommended parenting style, which has been recommended by the American Academy of Pediatrics, wherein the parent is putting effort into creating and maintaining a positive relationship with the child. They invest time and energy into preventing behavior problems in the child. And the children of authoritative parents are more confident in, making sound decisions in their life. They are more likely to become, good at making sound decisions and evaluating safety risks on their own.
Okay. So yeah. What would you advise our scholars, mostly researchers, about working on these issues, which is sometimes is taken for granted in our communities?
Right. Parents, everything we cannot put on the teachers, that teachers will teach the students, good manners and everything. The right education starts from home. So the parents should inculcate good habits into children from the moment they are infant. Parenting involves giving comfort to the children the moment they are born. So parenting starts from that moment itself, when the child is born. Giving them food, cleaning them, nurturing them, doing everything, like, putting the child to sleep, and all this. Even when the children want to go to sleep, the parents have to give them positive affirmations. At this point, I missed to tell you, when the children goes to bed, the parents have to spend quality time with them, at least 10 minutes. When during the bedtime, the parent has to spend with the child, giving them positive affirmations like, you are the best, you are you are most important to me, or like, you are amazing and I love you, cuddling, giving them hugs. All these things, have an impact on the child's mind, like, when he or she is small. So all these things have to be started, like, and this education has to be given to all the parents, like they should be aware that right education starts from home.
Okay. Will it sound good if parenting education becomes part of our education system?
Yes.
What is your advice to the policymakers and other education stakeholders?
I didn't get you. Can you come again?
I've said, will it sound good if parenting education is taken or is incorporated in education system? What is your
Yes,
advice to the policymakers?
like, but positive parenting has to be like, what parents has to be made aware of these things, that what has to be done, like all the tips what I have explained has to be told to the parents by the teachers, like you have to do these things at home. So parents are aware that yes, these things have to be implemented from the home itself.
Okay.
Theoretical and other this thing will be done in the school, but yes, positive parenting has to be. See, parenting is done by the parents itself. So yes, parents has to take this responsibility of inculcating positive habits into the children.
Okay.
And this will start when the parents themselves feel responsible in doing their parenting, in their parenting journey. They are more responsible for this.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah.
I would like one day to come in Tanzania. At least we get visiting some families, and then you tell them on what is parenting.
Yes.
At least also one day, yes, it may happen.
Hopefully, yes.
Okay, thank you for your acceptance to have a talk right now. I think this is going to help my people get aware of what is parenting and what is positive parenting. And those scholars are going to start researching to find the empirical data on what is positive parenting and their effects on child development.
Yes, definitely.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Nemes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I welcome you once again. When you have a time, we schedule another meeting to talk about parenting issues.
Surely, surely.
Yeah.
I will do that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Nemes.
Let me wish you a good evening.
Thank you. We wish you the same.
Okay. Thank you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.